this. Okay, right down here, see this brass plate? It looks similar to the brass plate that was in the small fountain, but behind that, there's also an overflow pipe, but there's a float switch. It's not a float valve, like a mechanical valve with water going to it. It's a float switch. It basically is a little brass stem with a little nylon float, a little plastic float that goes up and down. That has to be opened up about once a month and check and make sure that it's floating correctly. Every once in a while it can hang up. It's a mechanical, it's a moving part. So you just got to make sure it's still floating. Behind the brass plate there's a filter matting material to help, because that brass plate is not right up against the wall. There's a gap. And that's made so that water goes inside it. But still, trash can get in there and prevent that float switch from going up and down like it should. This fountain has 8 skimmers, like the other fountain had 2. This one has 8 of them. 4 along this straight wall and 4 along the curved wall. And those have to be cleaned out periodically. Again, in the winter, not near as frequently, once every 2 or 3 weeks. But in the fall, possibly as frequently as once a day. Just got to set up a schedule, and the times are going to vary depending on the time of the year, on the season. But these trees right here, they're very close to the fountain, and they are going to drop leaves into the water, and they will collect in those skimmers and also in the basket strainers of the pump, just like the pump that we cleaned out right there in the front of the pump. Okay, let's go to the equipment room now. That's where the main